Corner. Today, we're going to talk about Wonderland by Zoje Stage. The book was phenomenal. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I love environmental horror. The way that this book went was unexpected and exactly what I was hoping for. It gives you an haunted land that these city folk end up buying, and they end up immersing themselves into the environment around them. And it starts off really slow and mundane and quickly builds and continues to snowball larger and larger as you move through the story. Zoje never ever lets off the gas. It's just a steady incline, and the ending is very interesting, one I didn't see coming. I was kind of hoping it'd be a little bit darker, but that's okay. The story was dark enough as it was. We got to see an environmental entity making their life difficult. And in Wonderland, what happens is the entity can kind of read their minds and make things happen that exist, that they've been thinking about. So, for instance, the little boy says, "We got 10 feet of snow," but it's only 10 inches. But later on, they get 10 feet of snow. And it's like wish fulfillment almost, but your wishes are not coming true in such a way that they are helpful. And so it's not like good wishes have been happening. And so I find it very interesting to see how she went about telling this story about a family who was trying to discover themselves, trying to grow and become better people. And I personally loved what she did. Let's go through my my rating system here. Author's voice and writing style. It's the first time I've ever read any Zoje Stage. I thought it was phenomenal. The writing style was fantastic. I wasn't immediately immersed in the story, which I would say is a bad thing, but how the story starts off and how it progresses is part of the story, and so I have to give the whole point, because I don't think there was any other way to start that off. It started off at a fantastic pace, nice and slow, and then slowly built, one piece at a time. Sort of like Jenga blocks, just kind of taking it out and put it on top. Little pieces until it all comes crumbling down. Overall story, full point. Loved it. Thought the overall story was fantastic. Beginning and ending. So the beginning was a little bit slow, and the ending wasn't quite what I wanted it to be. However, it wasn't bad, so I'm not going to give it a point for the beginning and ending, because I think where I wasn't immersed immediately, and at the ending I kind of wished for a darker ending, I'm going to take that point away, because I wanted this book to go as dark as it had been going throughout the rest of the story, and I was looking forward to that. Continuity and consistency, she was nothing if not consistent, and the content was perfect all the way through. She never let up off the gas after she put her foot down, so that was fantastic. Full point there. It made it feel personal. I grew up on a farmstead out in the middle of nowhere with some crazy experiences. So when they were talking about the 10 feet of snow, it reminded me of, in Nova Scotia we had a thing called White Lawn, where we had probably somewhere between 4 and 6 feet of snow. It was pretty ridiculous, and it kind of reminded me of that, and also being stuck out in the middle of nowhere, away from everything, and just kind of, you know, having to do things on your own. It was something I really enjoyed, and something that I thought came full circle, and it was very well done. So I would definitely give this book a 4 out of 5, and highly recommend it to anyone. Wonderland was just fantastic. Nice environmental horror, something I never experienced before. So if you guys have any other environmental horror stories, I am more than excited to find them and pick them up. So please put them in the links down below. And we'll talk to you soon.